here. It's called Beyond Bright, and this is something that will illuminate the darkest spots that you have. How about down in the basement? Do you have ample lighting? Oh, I know I don't. How about in your garage or in your attic? That's my place. I need this for the attic, right? And there's so many other places, maybe in a shed, if you're lucky enough to have a shed that has electricity to it, a crawl space. And here's the beautiful part about this. See this? All you're going to do is unscrew that and screw this in. And there's nothing else. You don't need to call an electrician. You don't need to upgrade anything. $5.39 will get this home, and I think you will be extremely happy when you get this home. Very, very popular. This gets great reviews, over 110 five-star reviews. 45,000 of these have already been purchased and are beloved. Many of you have come back for a second one of these. So you're more than welcome today, especially when we can offer you the 5 easy pays, and that's part of our celebrating Christmas week all week. B37955. 96 bright white LED lights on here, and you can actually, do you see how you can reposition these so that it hits where you need the light if you're using this, let's say in a workshop or in your garage. And just like that light bulb, that's all you're going to do is just plug it into the light. Indoor use only on this. Let me invite Nick Antolik. He's our dear friend and a great DIYer. So Nick, good morning. How are you?
Pat, good morning. I'm doing great. I'm so happy to hear you talk about all the happy people that have gotten this home and been so surprised for it. I was one of those people. I saw Beyond Bright on social media, and I thought this has to be too good to be true. There's no way that just replacing that light bulb will give you that much light, but it absolutely is. There's a lot of technology that goes into here, but you mentioned it, those bright, white, crisp LED lights. Pat, for years, you and I have been selling flashlights that have these LED bulbs in there, and they're so much brighter, they run longer, and you never have to replace batteries. Well, the same thing applies here. For over 141 years, we've been using this old technology, and this bulb, the same as that you have on set there, runs at about 40 watts of energy, the same as the Beyond Bright, but that gives about 400 lights of lumen. This is giving you 3,500 lights of lumen. So by simply flipping this on and off, you can see the difference there. I can direct the light where you need to go.
Look at
and
that.
Instantly, you've made over your space.
I love it. It's easy. It works. Watch. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to tell you. No, I forgot, Frank. 450 of you have already dialed in, and a lot of you are getting a second one because this is such an easy makeover. All right, so here's the typical light bulb. Maybe this, you know, in the house I grew up, we had a basement that was totally unfinished. Trust me, it still is. And so at the top of the stairs, it had this. And so you could sort of kind of see, but watch. Look at the difference. It's like a teeny weeny little flashlight or your flashlight on your phone, and then somebody brings out that mega spotlight. The difference is wonderful, and the idea that you can go ahead, and I'm going to show you again because it's so fun. Look, here's the light bulb. I sort of can see where I'm going. Watch this. Woo! That is such a great difference. That is so cool, isn't it? Oh yeah, my necklace is flashing.
It really is. And the really important thing is that they're both running at the same wattage of power. So literally, you're not spending anything more. You're seeing it there, and this is what your friends and family are going to do as soon as they get it home. Instantly, they've completely changed over that space. That's like a beauty before and after. But the great thing, Pat, is that some of those practical presents, you stuff them away, you don't really use them too often. This is something that everybody's going to use each and every night. If you're thinking about this as a gift, all the people need to do is this. By the way, you can see this bulb here, which I've had to replace again and again. That little yellow glow there, I'm going to do the complete unboxing here for you. So I take this out, which was running at about maybe 400 watts of power. I'm going to take this out, which, by the way, it comes in a beautiful gift box. So you toss a bow on there. This is as simple and easy as it is to install. Step 1, screw it on like a light bulb. Step 2, hit that toggle switch. and then finally direct that light. So you can see that I've completely made over my space here, but what you can't see, Pat, is what I'm looking at. Out in the garage, now I have light everywhere. You seriously will be so shocked to see how you've been living in the dark. So I did it in the garage first, but then the basement, then the attic. I even put one outside in my shed. This is something that you're definitely going to be able to transform the space all throughout your home.
Nick, in the beginning when you started to talk, 950 were ordered, now 1,200 ordered, because I think everybody's doing exactly what you're talking about. This is going upstairs in my attic, because in my attic, this is what I have. There's no floor up there. Do you know how many people have put their toe through my ceiling? Oh, if I had this, maybe everybody would be able to see where they were going. That's the difference. And I didn't need to call an electrician. I didn't have to worry, is that too much? My parents' house is old wiring. What about, listen, any place you could put the light bulb, it has to be indoors. Look at the difference. Here's the attic. That's a perfect example. Look at the difference, and it's easy. What is this, a project that takes, I don't know, how long will it take you to open the box? That's how long it'll take you to unscrew the light bulb, make sure it's cool, and then put this in instead. It's a bright idea for 2020, even in closets. Look how nice that is in a closet. Nick, how long will these bulbs last, and will they get hot at all?
Pat, it's a great, as simple and easy as it is to these surface mount diodes. So as simple as it is and easy as it is to install, you're never going to have to replace this. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of glow hours. The difference that you mentioned here is this bulb gets hot, you have to replace this again and again. So you're never going to have to replace this, and it doesn't get hot. So as simple as it is to install and as simple as it is to use, there's a lot of technology that was built in this. But I love what you mentioned. If you're giving this as a gift, it's that simple, easy solution. And you can see it instantly. When your friends and families get this home, anybody can do this project. It has a huge impact, and you're instantly going to make over your space. So when your loved ones come home and they come in the garage and that light brights up, or if they're doing a project down in the basement, maybe that dark corner where the kids would never go because it was a little bit scary and dark, when they are able to put that up and direct the light, they're going to think about you each and every time they get this. And believe me, they will have seen this before, because it's the hottest gift out there. You see it on social media, you hear all those great reviews. So for me, my friends and family have been coming saying, does QVC still have the Beyond Bright? Because everybody's talking about this great gift.
Well, 400 of you are on the line to get it, and I don't blame you. I mean, how many times do you think, oh, I'd really like to do that, but the project is like, I don't really want to spend all that time doing it. All you do is wait till your light bulb is cool, unscrew it, screw this in, immediately it lights up. You can adjust the little wings, if you will. Never gets hot. You don't have to worry about it blowing out, and you just invested $5.39 a month for 5 months, and it's an immediate makeover. Maybe this is the gift that you go ahead to your parents' house, the house that you grew up in, or maybe the older house, or maybe someone who always says, you know, we don't spend any time down in the basement, or I'm afraid to walk down the basement because I can't really see, you know, I can't afford to have an electrician come in and kind of upgrade anything for me. This is the answer. I wish all other home makeovers were this easy. I mean, Nick, look at the difference between that kind of dark garage and the bright garage, and that attic where you sort of can't see, and now, woo, I can see. In the shed or in a workshop, down around where your hot water heater is, maybe in a crawl space as well.
Absolutely, Pat. And I love that video, because you see so often people are carrying a flashlight, right? So going out to the shed, you're working on a project, maybe down in that crawl space or up in the attic getting holiday gifts or presents around. You have to bring one of these flashlights with you and then hold it and kind of do the one-handed thing because you didn't have the light. The beautiful thing about this is that we're replacing this guy. So if anybody on your gift list maybe uses these, I think we all do, right? Or even if they have one of these already, they're absolutely going to love this gift, because it's not something that's just going to sit on the box, sit under the tree. When they get this at home, they're going to run out to that dark place in their house, whether it's the basement, whether it's the crawl space, or most likely the garage. screw this in and quickly and easily completely make over that space. We're doing so much more at home. I've got a lot of projects on my list. I've been spending a lot of time in the garage, and I didn't realize I was living in the dark. Over 141 years ago, we invented this light bulb, and not much has changed. Now's the time to step into the future and give yourself 3,500 lumens of light. You can see the difference.
How many times are you replacing that light bulb? You buy this once. Watch this. We're going to do what we call a light cue around here. We'll bring down the light so you can really appreciate it. 2,500 of you, by the way, have already dialed in. Make sure that you're getting yours. So this is, look, this is what you normally may have at the top of your stairs to go down into the basement. Watch the difference. And I'll turn that off. That's amazing. And
Pat, they're both running at 40 watts. So it's not like you have to sacrifice, okay, I'm going to pay a little bit more to get that extra bright light.
Right.
Both of those lights on set are running on 40 watts of power. The difference in the lumen output is about 300 to 400 on the old bulb and 3,500 lumens here. So that's another reason why it's a great gift.
It's an awesome upgrade, and it's simple, and it makes sense for you, and you're buying it once, and you can get it home and try it. Even if you've never shopped with us before, welcome. Maybe this is your first introduction. Maybe, like Nick is saying, you've seen it on social media and you thought, where can I buy that? Is that worth it? We've seen it here. You have through the end of January. If there are any problems, you don't like it, you can always ship it back. And anything that you put this light bulb in, now you can use our Beyond Bright. Nick, thank you as always. I hope you have some heat in your garage because it's cold out there today. Thanks so much for bringing this to us. We really appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, Pat. Merry Christmas.
Well, 3,000 of you have already ordered at least one of these. Please do stay on the line. All right. Well, I have the great pleasure of continuing to keep you company on this